Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. It's Rachel of Gathered Plans. Forgive me if you can hear my heater in the background. I have a space heater in my bedroom because I feel like this side of my house gets so frigid and cold, and my closet is the coldest place in my entire home, especially around like fall and winter, so I always have a space heater running. Anyways, so this is a kit from The Giving Girl. I forget the name of it, forgive me, and it's way too small to see, but this is the kit I decided to use for Thanksgiving week, mostly because there is a turkey in one of the full boxes. Although I did not have a turkey this year or ham, we don't really do like traditional Thanksgiving foods other than your sides. Like we don't do traditional proteins. I don't know how to describe it. I'm just so tired of like eating ham and turkey, and oftentimes there's so much of it left, and I've just gotten sick of it over all the years. So for the most part, my family and we try to do a very different kind of protein, and whether it be seafood or something from our local butcher shop, it's just really nice to try different things. And Greg is a phenomenal cook, so really appreciate that he makes everything taste so delicious. And we usually have the standard sides like mac and cheese and mashed potatoes. I think this year we only did mashed potatoes because we were invited to a Thanksgiving party at his coworker's house. So we did that in the middle of the day for like kind of a late lunch. And I made some Filipino food for that, of course. And I didn't eat too much there just because I knew I was probably going to eat more at dinner with my family. And my mom also made some Filipino food in addition to us having a protein and then some traditional sides. But it was delicious and so good. I'm pretty sure we were eating leftovers for a whole week afterwards. Let me know if you enjoy leftovers or if you were a no leftovers person where you eat one thing one time and that's it, and then you'll chuck the rest, or hopefully somebody else in your family will eat the rest. I am not a fan of wasting things. I'm not judging you if you don't like leftovers. I just was raised that way to, not waste food. So I can go usually several days after and eat leftovers, and I'm fine with it because I also am pretty used to like meal prepping where I eat the same kind of meals regularly and back to back. So they can get boring at times, but I think for me, like routine and structure is so important for my kind of lifestyle and how I function as a person. And having that kind of routine and structure, I think it goes into being okay with eating the same things over and over again. But I think it's interesting because I have people in my family that hate leftovers, and it also, I get it, because growing up, my mom, traditional Filipino mom, she would make a massive meal on Sunday, and that's what you would have for Sunday dinner, and then there's so much leftovers for like the next 3 days, and you're just like, Mom, when are you gonna cook it? When are you gonna cook again? And I personally don't mind it. I loved it. I actually miss a lot of my childhood meals, and honestly, my mom cooked so much more when I was a kid, and understandably so. And I like savor when she cooks for us because it is like true authentic Filipino food. It's not the healthiest for you, so it's probably best that I don't get it regularly, but it is really nice to have that authentic Filipino cuisine every once in a while. So I talked through the base here, and let me tell you, this was the fastest I ever put down a base. And I did the bottom washi pretty simple. I also just used a date cover strip from the Gathered Layers collection with Panda Bird design, and then behind that transparent sticker I just put some florals. And having these kinds of like strip stickers makes my life so much easier, and I go through planning significantly faster. I also want to throw out some inspo from the Sticker Garden, or Tara. She posted a spread where she put garlands under a floral, or the garlands were hanging from a floral at the top, and I just thought it was gorgeous. I don't know why I never even thought to do that, because if you guys watch my Plan with Me's, you know that I like to have my garlands hanging from something. So whether I put like a larger dot or a deco piece or some form of accent to make it look like it's hanging from something, I just don't like my garland like hanging or like in midair on the paper. But the fact that she did that was mind-blowing to me, and it's so genius, so creative, so beautiful. And Tara, thank you for the inspo, because I will never treat garlands any differently ever again. Like I will probably always have them hanging from floral. I think it's so beautiful, even if you don't want to use an icon next to it. I think just having a garland hanging under a floral is so, so, so pretty. And you'll see in my next spread, yes, I have another one I just finished filming, so I am pumping these out. I think I closed my window of being like 4 weeks behind consistently to just 2. And I still have 2 spreads from summer that I do want to plan, just because one, I'm kind of like craving different colors, and I want to go ahead and do them because a lot of fun things happen then, and plus I have extra time. I'm certainly going to just pump them out. It's going to irk me if I don't fill my entire planner, because every year I fill every week. Like I do a spread for every single week, whether or not I film it. This year I'm going to pat myself on the back because I'm pretty sure I filmed every single plan with me in my planner thus far, with the exception of like 3 or 4 weeks, which I'm, slowly closing in. And I'm so, so proud of myself. I don't think I did any monthly spreads this year. I might have done one. I can't even remember. And it's a bummer because I end up having, monthly kits that I don't use. I did get monthly kits up until the end of spring, and then I just stopped. And I'm kind of glad I stopped because I had all of the intention to go ahead and do monthly spreads. But the unfortunate thing is this coil is not super thick. This is the Sadie Stickers planner, and the coil is good if you're not going to like do a spread for every single month and every single week. But I think, and this is just for full transparency, I have filled this thing up, and I think I have like 3 or 4 weeks empty, and all of my monthlies empty, and it's starting to get really chunky already. You can kind of see the coil bulging there, and it's really, really hard. I can't say that word, bulging. I don't know. It's a hard word for me to say, but I just noticed that difference, and that's going to happen with a planner. We are jam-packing it with stickers, and we're doing tons of layering, especially me. I love to layer too. So if you love to layer, just expect that's going to happen. It's inevitable. But yeah, I'm starting to feel it because I'm towards the end of my planner now, and the coil and the bulging is really starting to get in the way. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to start in a new, fresh, brand new planner. And that's always really exciting after a year. So anyways, that's my big tangent there. I'm so sorry I talked through the first couple of days here. I don't have my planner in front of me, so I will talk through it just from what I can see on here. So on Monday, I had 4 meetings, and I edited a plan with me. And then on Tuesday, walked Jace. Those flourishes with the hearts are from Dash of Sun Design, I believe. And I spoke to Tay on the phone, so I used a phone from White Deer Stationery. I watched somebody feed Phil. They had their newest season come out, and I think it was like I don't think it was their final season. I think they're going to have more, but they had a really nice tribute for their parents, and let me tell you, I cried. I love Somebody Feed Phil. My sister is so sweet. She always calls him Philium, and she's like, we gotta watch Philium, and he's adorable. He is so quirky and sweet, and I love his relationship with his crew and his brother and his wife and his kids. Like, it's just such a like heartfelt show, and it's about food, so I love it. Did some cardio, bathed Jace, and then yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and hop on to Thursday here. So I just want to talk about like my nails here. This was probably my favorite set I've ever done on myself ever. Like I had these nails for a solid 4 weeks, and it lasted so incredibly long. I have a really sped up time-lapse video over on Instagram, on my Instagram feed, if you are interested in seeing me do a time lapse of me taking these nails off and putting a new set of colors on top, or a new set, it's not a new set, a new color on top. I kept the set, so I still have the extension that I had prior, so it's lasted me 5 weeks now, this set, and I have a dip powder base, which is what makes it hard and sturdy, because I am very rough with my hands. Like, I hit my hands on everything. I work out. I like do a lot of cleaning. Like, I am very, very rough with my hands. I'm not gentle whatsoever. So that's also a big reason as to why I need to have like a sturdy kind of set. Otherwise, they will pop off, they will break, and all those things. So, but this was my favorite set design-wise and just how strong they were. And even though they grew out for 4 weeks, I can see the growth significantly, and you probably can see it in some angles here too. But it still looked so good. I had no lifting in the cuticle, which I was so proud of myself. And if you know anything about nails, that's a big deal. Because if you know the feeling of ever getting like any nail tips or extensions or acrylic or whatever it is, fake nails, and you like run your hand through your hair, and then you get that one strand of hair that like gets stuck under the cuticle part of the nail. That is like that like I'm like cringing. Like I have like ugh, I'm just I'm not a fan of that. And I was incredibly proud of myself. I didn't have any of that through the whole 4 weeks of having this set on. So I did something right with the application, and I'm just getting better as I'm doing this more and more. And I've been doing my own nails since December of 2019. So like right before COVID, so that literally was like perfect timing. But anyways, I know I'm kind of talking through most of the plans. Honestly, I'm kind of tired of talking about plans, so I feel like I do the same thing every day. I walk my dog, I work, I have meetings, like yeah. This week was different. Of course, it was Thanksgiving. So on Thursday was Thanksgiving Day. I marched that, and then I took Jason on a walk. I did some vacuuming and mopping because I wanted the house to look really nice and clean. You know, for us relaxing at the end of the night, I just like having a clean home. And then we had that Thanksgiving party that we went to for like a late lunch at Greg's coworker's house, and then after that we came home and had a late dinner with my family. So that was really nice. And then on Friday was Black Friday, so I loved these scripts, these holiday scripts from Paper Trail Plans, and I did so much shopping, and there were so many sales. I didn't do too many sticker shopping. Does that make sense? I didn't do too much sticker shopping. I definitely did shop some like workout gear and athleisure. I am a huge fan of Adidas. It is my favorite brand, like my favorite athletic brand. And I went to town, but their deal and Black Friday sale was so good. Like I got so much for my money. It was great. And I think I got some more rings. I love rings. It's my favorite kind of jewelry. And the second would probably be necklaces. And a lot of like my favorite rings shops, like small businesses, and I love supporting small businesses, they were having a sale. So I just ordered some, I forget the name of it, hold on. So my main nail places are James Michelle and Priscilla Ma, and then I just got something from Hello Adorn, and these are all small businesses as well, and those are my definite go-to for rings. And they have a variety. Most of them are like dainty rings. I like gold and rose gold, but most shops don't carry rose gold rings. I think Priscilla Ma is the main one I've seen that has rose gold, but I try to just get gold rings. Even though my engagement ring is rose gold, the band is rose gold, I feel like it's still pretty nice because some of the rings I have, it's not like a harsh gold, it's like more of a light champagne gold, so I think it works out. But those are my go-to ring places if you're interested. I love them. They're really cool. And you know how the whole Instagram and internet algorithm works anyways. The moment you look up anything, you start getting a bunch of advertisements. So this is how I found out about Hello Adorn, and then I'll just kind of, get a bunch more advertisements, and sometimes I'll get sucked in and I'll shop. But I like it because I think it helps support small businesses, and I love the really nice messages I get back from the business owners as well, and it just makes me feel good, like I'm supporting a family, and I think it's really cool. So anyways, back to Friday, I had one meeting. I did not take this day off. I trained shoulders, and then we played Heads Up, and it was such a fun game night. Like it was super chill, laid back with some friends and my sister and Greg. It was just really fun. And so on Saturday, took Jason on a walk. I had my very first ever facial appointment. Let me tell you, very relaxing. After that, I actually went and bought these like metal cold roller thingies for my face, and they're amazing. Like it's so relaxing. Whether or not it's actually helping like my skin, I just think the whole idea of the fact that that was probably the most relaxed I've ever been was really nice in a long time, because I can get massages, like I get deep tissue massages. I don't go to get like, relaxing massages. So I'm not really like relaxed because can be kind of like painful because I'm trying to get out all of the knots and kind of help with this prolonged injury I've had. So yeah, but a facial, it was really calming and relaxing. And I love the person I go to. She is also the person that waxes me. She's my esthetician. Like she's amazing. But yeah, so really quickly, I know this is kind of like towards the end here and I didn't talk too much about the plans, but I got some really great news today. And I know I talked about this in my last plan with me or a previous plan with me, but my heart monitor results came back, and so thankful that everything is normal. I do have some minor heart palpitations or PVCs, mostly due to anxiety and stress. And so my doctor said she's not concerned, and I'm just so relieved to hear that it is good news and it's mostly just my anxiety and stress related, and I can kind of relax. And, we're going to take it one step at a time. So, for those that reached out, and Mare being one of them, she reached out to me personally. Her message was just so, so beautiful. And Mare, if you're listening, shout out to you. You're a good one. I so, so appreciate you and adore you. But everybody that's commented, just, well wishes and just giving me their positive thoughts and like prayers, whatever it is that you did for me, just know that I love you and I really appreciate you. This has been a very scary moment in my life, and it's very, very unsettling and uncomfortable and scary, but just know I appreciate everybody that has reached out and all of the kind messages. It means the world to me. But thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.